Hi everyone, this is Tanya here with the Memory Lane Keepsakes, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you for choosing to join me today. If you are new at visiting my channel, welcome. Definitely stick around because I have some things I want to share with you. And also, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you guys so much again for coming along to visit my channel. Alright, so as promised, I went to the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo this year, and I had so much fun. I only attended one day this year. I chose to go on Saturday, and I'm going to share with you some of the different things that I got into. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so this right here is the show guide for the stamp show. So everybody who goes to the show receives one of these show guide books, and I went to the Duluth show because that's the show that I'm the closest to, and this is what the book looks like. And I have to tell you, this show is put on so well. They have their things together from the time you check in. They pretty much direct you on where to go. It's a real smooth and easy process for anybody who is nervous about how to receive your tickets, what to go, where to go, and what to do. They have different people that are so sweet and so pleasant to help and guide you along the way. It's a pretty simple process, but for your first time doing it, I can understand being a little nervous and timid about going to a big, huge expo for the first time. But I have to tell you, you need to try it at least one time. You will not be sorry. The only thing this year for the Duluth location, they were working on the parking lot. And the parking lot was under construction. They are, to my understanding, they are building a new parking deck to make it a little bit easier. So hopefully by the time of next year, they will hopefully have it together. And it won't be, you know, in such a race. So hopefully they'll have it up and ready to go next year. All right. So anyway, here were the scheduled events in the guide. They pretty much, like I said, have everything together. They pretty much tell you what's going on what days, and this is pretty much everything right here. So I attended Saturday, and my reason for going on Saturday was the fact that I knew I would have that day to myself. And what's really awesome is the fact on Saturday you have an opportunity to receive the golden ticket. So you can get yourself a golden ticket. And what's really cool about the golden ticket is you have to get there before a certain time. So you must arrive way before 9 a.m. The last ticket is given out right before 9 a.m. So if you get there after that, you will not receive a ticket. And what they have is a bunch of prizes. I mean, they are amazing. The prizes that they have, oh my word. I'm going to take time and share some of those prizes with you guys. Give me just a moment to pull them up. Some of those different prizes that they have for you to be able to put your golden ticket in, you only get a choice between one prize, and they have all the different companies that are sponsors for that particular, for you to be able to put your ticket in. And what's really awesome about it is the fact that it's so many to choose from. You're going to stand there for a while trying to figure it out because all the prizes are awesome, but you only get to choose one. So some of the different prizes, this year I took a picture. I wish I would have did the same thing last year, and I did not do that. So these are some of the different prizes right here. It's a little hard to see, but those are some of the different prizes that were listed, and they you get to take the whole one that has a bow on it. And here's another one here. And see, that's some of the things that you get to choose from, which is really, really awesome. So you see a heartfelt creation package. That's awesome too. So they have some really, really awesome things. Really nice. All right. And so those were some of the different prizes right there that you get a chance to win. And last year, as you guys know, if you've seen my video, I did have the pleasure of winning a golden ticket prize last year. I was the one who won the Distressed Outside Inks, and I was so thankful. That was so unexpected, but so needed because I've been using the heck out those things. But everybody has that chance, and they also give like little prizes away on the floor as well. So during the time of the show, they're giving so many different prizes away. There's like little games that goes on in the showroom. There's numbers on the floor, and the lady will basically, it's that time, and she'll call out a number. So if you're happen to be standing on that number, you don't know what the prize may be, but you may be that lucky winner. So it's a lot of fun. For people who are not even really trying to win, it's still really cool to have that option, you know. And so anyway, this is the Keepsake button program page. And basically, if you're one of those ones who like to collect different buttons, this is just like another little game within itself. These are some of the different buttons that they have for this year. And so they have the I crop, I support, I helped, I created, I shopped, I learned, I swapped, and I returned. So those are some of the different buttons that you can collect throughout the show, of the 3 days of the show going on. So Thursday night is usually a night for the make and take. I did not participate in that this year by choice. My bestie did, and she had a ton of fun. Next year, I definitely will be participating in the make and take, as well as a few more classes. And you also can get different buttons and different things throughout the other days of the show, like on the sales floor as well. And so here are some of the other little buttons that you can collect as well. You can actually purchase these different buttons here. And if I had really paid attention to these buttons, and I knew they had them, but I would have probably got this one here. I love stamping. Because that's one of the things that you guys know I do a lot on my channel. I'm a heavy stamper. I collect a ton of stamps. And I maybe would have got the Duluth, Georgia, but I heard they sold out of most of these. But you can trade them with other buddies and swap them out in different things. So they may want one of your buttons, and they may happily, hopefully have one that you want as well. So let me share with you some of the buttons that I did manage to get my hands on. So first off, this was my one from last year. If you guys remember, this was the one they were celebrating their 20 years for the Stampin' Scrapbook Expo. And I didn't even know that the Stampin' Scrapbook Expo had been around that long. But they give you this beautiful medallion once you bring them 4 buttons that you have. And then you also receive this beautiful lanyard. So they gave everybody this lanyard because they were celebrating 20 years last year. So that was a special gift already off the top. And then the buttons that I got for last year was the I learned, I shopped. And when you spend over $150, you get that. Then they have, I got this one right here from one of the ladies who was doing on the sales floor, who was doing some of the make and takes. It says, I love inky fingers. That's a really cute one. And then I also have, from last year, I have I cropped, because I did attend the crop for last year. And then I also have I created, and I was a club member for the Stamps of Life for 2017. So that's the one from last year that I shared, but I want to show you guys that one. Now, my new one for this year is this one right here. This is the medallion for 2018. This is what it looks like. So really beautiful. Stampin' Scrapbook Expo, I Conquered 2018. That's what it looks like. And these are the buttons that I had the pleasure of receiving. So I have I returned because I was there last year. So you automatically get that one when you purchase your ticket. And then I also have the I learned. And then I have the I shop because I spent over $150. According to my class that I took, as well as some of the items that I purchased. And then I have the I created. So that's what I got this year. So I'm excited that I was able to get my medallion again this year. And next year I may go ahead and even purchase a few buttons. So that's my share for that. And then some of the things that I did to make and take of, I'm going to share those as well as some of the items that I purchased. Also in this book, they have a Duluth floor plan. So that way you're not running all over the place trying to figure out where you are and what are all the different vendors or exhibitors that's there. So they basically give you that floor plan so you'll kind of get an idea to map out your areas of shopping, which is really cool. And if that doesn't work, they also have it listed right here. So that's all the different people that were there. What I did this year, I did something a little different. I chose to go ahead and write out all the things that I had on my list. I knew from the beginning of the year what items that I wanted. And so I went ahead and made a list of those items. I went to those exhibitors first, and those are the items that I picked up first. And then I bought a few extra that was not on my list, but I mainly stuck with my list this year. But I got a few extra, and I did not break the bank, and I'm thankful for that because I stayed within my budget. That's one of the things about this expo. You have to use wisdom. And last year I did not do that. That's why I chose to only go one day this year. Next year I will attend more days. The only difference is I'm still going to use wisdom. I'm just going to be smart about my choices as far as shopping, as far as classes, all that. You have to have a game plan when you go into this expo. It's almost like the expo is a woman's candy store, and a man as well, as if Home Depot is to a man. So if that makes sense to you, then you understand exactly where I'm coming from. So here is the Saturday Spectacular, where they was talking about like the golden ticket, and this is what it looked like this year. And they're telling you, see, it's between 8 and 9 when you can get it. So you have to be there, you know, before the time is up to receive it. And then here are some of the vendors that are doing the free make and takes, and then a few of them you did have to pay for. I did one, I did a few of them that were free, and I did one that I went ahead and bought some, you know, I didn't really have to. That's only because I really liked it, and I'm gonna share that with you as well. And so these are some of the different ones that were there. Also in the book, they also have the Duluth workshops. So they have it broken down by rooms, times, as well as days. So this is the Friday. So only Friday and Saturday is the days of the workshops. So that's all of Fridays, and this was all of Fridays. And then on the next page, they show Saturdays. So this is the one they show for Saturday. And then they show you the schedule for the other workshops, or where the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo schedule for 2018. These are the different places it's going to be at. So if you guys are near any of these areas right here, you can go ahead and set your date. If you're trying to go to this show, you will not be sorry. I'm telling you, you will have a world of fun. So that's, so if you are interested in going, that's the schedule right there. And so I just wanted to share that quick guide with you guys in case nobody has walked you guys through the show guide book, because it's really awesome to get your hands on one of those. I wish I could have got one of the make and take books, but since I did not get a ticket, they only had one saved for the people who did purchase a ticket for the make and take, and that's understandable, not to have too much over product or whatnot. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into some of the free things that I made. I'm gonna set this right here. So one of the items that I made was this little tag right here. This is one of the free make and takes that I made right here, and this was really, really awesome. This one right here reminds me of like a bread tie, actually, the tag does. And so they had like this little splatter paint, and what was really unique about it was the fact that it was in these little it looked like fingernail polish bottles. So that was different. So they pretty much already had the you stamp the make a wish out, and then they had the tag already pre-cut, and you add the flowers and the bling to the tag in this little ribbon. And it was really, really cool. I had so much fun putting the different sparkles from the little nail polish looking liquid that they had available. That was really, really cool. So that's what that looks like. Okay, next up, there was this company right here. This was Art Impressions, and what was really unique about this free make and take right here was the fact that they had this beautiful card already ready to go, pretty much in pieces. So all they had to do was pretty much die cut the circle part, and the die had different images already set to cut the way it was shaped. The Art Impression dies are amazing, and they took a shortcut because they went ahead and had some copies pre-made already colored. If you bought the stamp, of course you would have to color the image and then die cut it. So that's what this looks like. And you have the house in the water there, or the cabin in the water there, and then the inside is the mountains with the deer. So and it says joys fill your day, may wonderful memories come your way, which is really beautiful. Really, really nice. So that's that, and then we added the little twine, and that was that for the free make and take. And it was really simple, and this one was really unique. This one here, it was basically double sticky tape on this particular behind this sand here. And the man who was basically showing the example or the make and take on this one, you basically added the sand to the sticky portion of the circle, and then he was showing how you can add shells, and then how he decorated, he put the different glass beads and different things on that. And it's not going anywhere, guys. It's like literally on there, and it's really, really pretty. So I love that starfish. Absolutely gorgeous. But that was an easy project, something simple to keep in mind. So if you have different sands and stuff, you want to create a beach scene, remember you can use your double sticky tape. They had a lot of different examples, and he even showed like how he did it on wood and different things. So it was really unique. My last make and take was with Craft Fantastic, and I usually do their make and takes every single year because I think they're so awesome. What's really cool about them is you pretty much create this one piece. You pick out a little paper piece that you like. They supply the glue for you to do this project. I went with the word inspire, and this is what I chose. It's really, really cute, and this piece is free. The actual piece itself that sits in the bracelet, it's not free. That was only $3, which was not a bad price, but I actually loved the look of this bracelet. I thought it was really, really cute. I like bracelets. So you basically like just take this ball right here off, and then you can pretty much unlock the bracelet by opening it up that way. So this is what it turned out like, and I love this. So that's Craft Fantastic, which is a really awesome company. You can also make necklaces as well as earrings, charms, keychains, everything. So keep that in mind. Real easy and beautiful jewelry. You can even put your own family photos and stuff in there, or either a special quote. All right, and so I'm going to go ahead and stop this video, and I will be back to share with you guys some of the different items that I purchased. So this video right here was just to share with you the show guide and some of the free make and takes. Stay tuned for part 2 because I will be sharing with you some of the items that I purchased. All right, thank you guys so much for taking our time to watch this video. And also subscribe if you would like to be a part of my channel, as well as give this video a thumbs up and click the bell for notification. Stay tuned for part 2. See you guys in a bit.